Hey guys, this is TJ, back again with another episode of OSCP Path. And today's video, we are going to crack the game zone machine. So, this room will cover mainly the SQL injection, which we will be exploiting this vulnerability manually, and also with SQLMap. And then, we will crack the user's hashed passwords. After that, we will using SSH tunnels to reveal a hidden service. And then, we will be using a Metasploit payload to gain root privileges. But, since we are preparing for the OSCP, we should not rely on the Metasploit and the SQLMap. But here, they mention to use these tools. So, I have already deployed the machine and got the IP address. We can update both the IP address in our notes. So, now we have successfully completed our first task. And, before we go to the next task, let's start our enumeration with our traditional Nmap port and service scanning. Now, we got the results, and you can see, there are two services running on this machine. One is SSH, which is running on port 22, and the other one is an Apache web server, running on port 80. First, let's enumerate the web server. So, just browse the IP address of the machine in the browser, and this website looks like a game form. And you can see that we have the login forms as well. Let's crack one by one. First thing first, I can check the source code of the website to find any juicy information. But I don't think this will help us. So, let's move from the source code. So, the first question was, what is the name of the large cartoon avatar holding a sniper on the forum? If you are a gamer, you will know him, his name is Agent 47. But, if you don't know him, you can check with image reverse searching techniques. So, I can download the image and upload it in the Google image search. Then, while analyzing the result, you can find plenty of images, like our one. So, here you can find his name is Agent 47. And, let's go there and update it. We have answered correctly. He is the silent assassin from the iconic Hitman game series. Let's proceed on to task 2. For the first two tasks, just read and understand SQL and its query. It shouldn't be skipped and need a good read through. Therefore, we could do that for a few minutes and then continue to the later tasks. So, I believe you have finished your reading part. So, let's go to the site again, and we will need to bypass the login using SQL injection. I can try the traditional SQL injection payload for the username, and for the password, leave it as blank. Awesome. We have successfully passed our task. GameZone doesn't have an admin user in the database. However, you can still log in without knowing any credentials using our payload. So, now we have landed in a new page. If we look at the next question, they ask about the new page name. So, the answer will be portal.php. In the next task, we are going to use SQLMap to dump the entire database for GameZone. We are going to use this portal page to point SQLMap. Before that, we need to fire up Burp Suite, because we have to save the request in a file, which will be used in SQLMap tool to dump the entire database. If you are a beginner and doesn't know about Burp Suite, you can check out my video in the description. With that, you can set up the Burp Suite. So, after configure the Burp Suite, we can capture the search data like this. Then we can save that request in a text file. Now that we got our request in the text file, next we can run the SQLMap like this and select the suitable flags. Now, we will use this request in SQLMap like this. Here, we use -r to use the intercepted request file. Then, --dbms will tell SQLMap what type of database management system it is. And finally, --dump will attempt to output the entire database. Now, we have found the username and the hashed password from our SQLMap output. So, let's answer to those questions. And you may think, I'm not updating the notes. For the video timing, I have cut those parts because I wanted to give you the full concept in a limited time. Now we have successfully finished this task. Let's move to the next one. Before cracking the hashed password with John tool, we need to know the hash type first. So, we can use this hash identifier tool to know about the hashed value. You can see now, we got the hash type. And now we need to crack the hashed password using John the Ripper tool. First, we need to save the hash in a hash.txt file. Then we can use the John tool, like this. So, now we have obtained the password and successfully cracked the hash. Let's submit the answer first. Now, we have the username and the password. Therefore, we can use these credentials to do SSH on the target machine. So, let's gain the shell. Look at here, now we are inside the machine. So, we can search for the user flag. So, we got the flag, and let's submit that. Now, we need to escalate privileges to become root. But that is not so easily though. In this CTF, we are also dealing with SSH tunnels that will expose services to us. We will look deep into the next task. You can read these things, and by running this command will essentially display us the ports that the machine is listening to and the services that are blocked by the firewall. Now, we can do the port forwarding on this 10,000 port. So, by doing this SSH port forwarding, we can able to access this port service from our local machine. And, when we navigate to the local host port 10,000, we will be able to find the WEBMIN CMS. Then we can use our credentials to log in here. After login, we can find some juicy information. So, based on my experience, this version is vulnerable. And, we have the Metasploit module for this. I did not explain the Metasploit part here, because I have already talked about this in my previous videos. So, you can check out that. Now, we have successfully hacked this machine. So, that's it guys for today. I will meet you with another video. And, subscribe for more videos.